Hey everybody, this is GKE715. Welcome back to another Let's Play of Lego Star Wars: The Original Trilogy. Last time, we ended up being the Great Pit of Carcoon. So now we are off to do Speeder Showdown in Chapter 3. Let's move on. As per usual, I always read, the subtitles here. So, episode, I believe this was, I don't remember. Yeah, Return of the Jedi, Chapter 3, Speeder Showdown. The Rebel Alliance has learned of the new Death Star and launching a daring plan to destroy this evil weapon before its construction can be completed. The Rebel fleet is ready for an assault, and a small strike unit lands on the nearby forest moon of Endor. Led by Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, their mission is to destroy the shield generator which protects the deadly Imperial space station. Endor. This is going to be interesting. Okay then, well that was interesting. That trooper was a scout trooper. They are gonna be new enemies in here. Scout troopers. They're, I believe, the successors, to the clone scout troopers from the era of the Clone Wars. But we won't be worrying about the scout troopers now. So we need to focus more on finding the guy before he alerts the Empire, the others. Let's see. Okay, I believe... Let me see here. There we go. Alright. Let's look around here. There should be like some platforms that we can use so we can get over here. But yeah, this is Endor. What's funny? This place is actually based on a real place, which I believe it is in. I believe it's in California. I believe. Fun fact: when they were filming episode 6, they had to have a team together, with the actor of Chewbacca, Peter Mayhew, because Chewbacca looks like Bigfoot. They had to have a camera crew with him in order to protect them. So then we have a grappling hook, and look at this. We got one of those weird towers. All right, we got these things, or these guys. So we got stormtroopers, riding these things. But let's go do one of my favorite levels. Yeah, chasing after the scout troopers. We gotta chase after these scout troopers and do not let them report to the Empire. If you press the A button, we can perform a loop, to go after to do that. There's a lot of trees and all that stuff. Okay, what now? Okay, yeah, now we have company. Yeah, we have stormtroopers and even ATSTs trying to stop us. Because we know the Empire is at their last legs, so they really can't fight no more longer than they have to. And also to destroy to get through this, see that tower? Blow it up when an ATST with the ATST's cannons, and that'll shut down one of the many barriers. Make sure none of the troopers don't get into the ATST. It'll be very problematic. All right, let's get a move on here. All right, now this time there are 3 biker scouts. There are 3 of them. We gotta snipe, get them out of their speeders, and not let them get closer. There also are these artillery turrets trying to stop us from progressing further, so we gotta look out. More of these switches, all that good stuff. Alright, this is a really good place to farm for studs if you're looking for it. There we go. Just grab that good. Yeah, you know what? I'll let this guy pass me because I sworn there were a few like places that I can get. Let me. You know what? I'm just gonna let him pass me. Let him pass. Oh. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Yeah, I'll let that guy pass me for now because I need a one of the mini kits that were here, so that way, like when I'm doing free play later, I don't have I don't have to worry about like this. Oh boy, let me see if I can there we go, there we go. All right, now I believe these are all the mini kits that are in this area. So let's go go after like the biker scout and don't let him get away. Never mind, there is another mini kit. Interesting. There we go. Where is he going? There we go. Oh, and you heard him scream when he went down. A cool trick you can do to take out these the stormtroopers really easy is by using like a speeder bike to blast them with it. There we go. Okay, yeah, that cannot be destroyed. So we'll have to to build like build like a freaking ATST if we want to get there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. We need to look around for look. All right, there we go. Yeah, but what are like some other things about Endor so that I can talk about? Endor, believe it or not, is also a map in Battlefront. Yeah, it's a map on Star Wars Battlefront. And it is very, very, very dense. Like the place is very dense, so you can't really see that very well. Plus, the rebels are a bit more difficult to spot in battle because they're wearing green camo. Something that the Empire has really failed to in hindsight. There's a mini kit up there which is actually pretty giant. Can't destroy that. It's made out of metal probably. Let's see here. How can okay, can't get up there. That might be a bit of a problem. Yeah, but there are more of these troopers on the way here. There we go. There has to be more Lego parts near here. There we go. I don't know why Jabba's theme is playing around here. There we go. Flip. All right, get this platform set up. And of course, more of these guys spawn in. All right, well at least I got one of them. There we go. There we go. Oh boy, dang it, I got blasted. And then there we go. Get this ATST set up. Now let's ride on it and then destroy this. There we go. That's one of the barriers down. There we go. Let's keep let some of these stormtroopers from there. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's possible to blast that. Yeah, it's not possible to blast that. I mean, I might need to do that in free play later when I'm when I have my hands free. Alrighty. Alright, now these guys are running away. Typical. Alright, let's try and see if we can catch up these biker scouts and not let them get away. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, that handles one of them. Okay, and I have an ATST ready. Oh, wait. Is what I hate about ATSTs. Like, you know, they can, like, you know, if you're not careful, you know, they can, like squash you, like hard. I don't know why that guy's running away. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we gotta destroy this. That is that's one of the oh, now there's one more barrier that's holding us back. And now here we have like the last and final wave of scout troopers that we gotta like take out. By the way, one fun fact about scout troopers is that like what's funny about them is that like, you know, over the years they went like from driving these fancy vehicles to like to using melee weapons and even sniping. Something that most biker scouts, you know, don't really do much. Yeah, but nowadays, one of my buddies like just only remembers them just because like you know they're melee fighters, which in reality, you know, their original purpose was not for that. But, meh, whatever. People can like whatever they want, and I'm not complaining. There we go. See if we can like, you know, like blast down like these like scouts from running away. All right, he is still like running away. Wow. There we go. Come on. Go down already, man. There we go. He's out. Alright, with that, those are all the, Okay. Yeah, now the troopers are now, like, going at it now. Oh, I accidentally killed Luke. Okay, is that all of them? Yeah, I think that is all of them. There's another ATST like in here. Just gotta... There we go. Just gotta push this and let's like see if we can like get this ATST working. And of course they're probably coming over here, I knew it. Yep, and I'm dead. Alright, build this ATST from the ground up. Alright, let me see if I can, like, blast these, like, crates. There we go. There we go. Build that, like, that platform up. There we go. That does it with that. My studs back. At least some of them. Okay, at least I got some of them back. That's stupid. Yeah, sometimes, you know, the ATST that doesn't like lock on to attacks, which I hated. It's a really weird like choice. Well, that is the last barrier, so now let's go in and go there. There we go. Right, that handles the the remaining members of the stormtroopers. So now let's get here and proceed with caution. Yeah, believe it or not, though, that's actually a landing platform. Or wait. Actually, let me see if I can like drag in a vehicle, at least in here, if I can. But yeah, believe it or not, though, that's actually a landing platform, which is commonly used, like, you know, to land, like, you know, shuttles and all that. Let me see here. There we go. I don't see, like, the frickin' walker. Like, did we move? Is it back here, or... Oh, it's still there. That's impressive. And we can't, like, assemble it. That's... Okay, I guess we're gonna go with no vehicle. Here I was hoping, you know, we could run it with it again, but never mind. Yeah, Endor's pretty big. It's a pretty big place, so like expect like a lot of walking and traversing. All right, let's like shoot down these trees. Hopefully we can get like some studs back from all their hard work that we wasted. There we go. There we go. Just blasting like more of these trees. We should be getting like True Jedi in just a minute. There we go. There's a mini kit there, but we can't destroy it. We don't have like the certain power for it. There is a mini door, but yet again we don't have anybody small enough like to enter there. Let me just like blast this out of here. There we go. There we go. All right, let's like build that. There's a power brick there, but we can't get it, so that's what sucks about it. All right, now let's get up here. Okay, there's an AT-AT in the back. That's gonna be that's interesting. And what's funny, you can actually drive them actually. Yeah, there's a stormtrooper door. Only stormtroopers can open the door. There it is. So that's what we need. That's what we need. What we need to take control of. That is an AT-AT. We've seen them on Hoth, but seeing them like in a larger size makes it a bit pretty terrifying. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just shut down. Yeah, first things first. Just shut down like these barriers. There we go. Once they're shut down, you can now like ride ride the AT-AT and then begin destroying everything apart. Yeah. So watch for it. So look at this. And now we're controlling like the AT-AT. Which is a very, very powerful vehicle, but it's slow as hell. So we need to to blast all of these barriers apart, and then destroy it. There we go. And then there we go. That's all of them. There we go. Yeah, don't. Okay, there we go. Well, but that's one of the levels, or at least we've beaten. And from that we get Leia's Endor armor, and Luke's armor as well from Endor. And we also got True Jedi here. We got a few mini kits here. I'm sure some of you guys can tell what is that vehicle that we're gonna see pretty soon. 26 setup. There we go. There we go. Well, I'll see you guys in the next final 3 episodes. Yeah, we are actually like approaching the very end of the original trilogy's main story. However, however, this is not really exactly the end of it. Even after I'm done doing the story elements, I'm still gonna be doing the super levels. That is, of course, if I if I'm able to. Well, that's if I'm able to get them all. Because remember, this game is pretty grindy when it comes to its games. But look at that, see? 3 last levels, and then, it's the end. But anyway, so I'll see you guys in our final 3 episodes. See you guys then. Peace.